Very good morning, dear friends. Myself, Dr. Vikrant Sudhakar Payakar. I am working as an assistant professor in Gokhale Education Society's Arts, Commerce and Science College, Jawahar Palghar. Welcome for the new topic, chemical equilibria and thermodynamic parameters. This is the second topic from the physical chemistry part. So, in this particular topic, we are going to see the terms related with the chemical equilibria and thermodynamic parameters. Already in the last semester, we have seen the thoroughly topic chemical thermodynamics, in which we are trying to understand the different terms related with the thermodynamics, that is heat, work, and thermodynamics properties such as internal energy, enthalpy, entropy, free energy. These are the terms which are related with the thermodynamic properties. So basically in this particular topic we are going to see the overview or concepts related with the chemical equilibria. Chemical equilibria. So this particular term, if we say chemical equilibria, it is associated with which term? Because equilibria or equilibrium exists in a chemical reaction. But basically if we ask why a chemical reaction takes place, this is a basic question. Reactions क्यों होती है? Because everything which exists in the nature that wants to gain more and more stability. When we say that reactants gets converted into product, means they want to get more stability. That's why that particular reaction takes place. So this is the basic things which occurs in a chemical reactions. As we know that there are two types of reactions. Reaction may be either, let us say, irreversible and reversible reactions. So in this particular reactions, equilibrium may exist. So let us first see what is irreversible reaction. As we know that in the nature there are some most of the reactions are irreversible, but others are reversible also. So let us first see irreversible. Irreversible means not reversible reaction. So irreversible reaction takes place in a such a way so that reactants are almost completely converted into reaction products, and products of the reaction cannot recombine to produce reactants back, is called irreversible reaction. So this particular statement explains that irreversible reactions are those reactions which completed 100%, and whatever the product form, they cannot again come back to the reactants. So this is a, we can say, one direction reactions. Okay, so what are the examples of irreversible reaction? For example, sodium chloride reacts with AgNO3 and they form precipitate of AgCl and NaNO3. So this is an irreversible reaction. This particular arrow shows that whatever the two reactants which are taken, NaCl and AgNO3, they are completely converted into AgCl and NaNO3, and whatever the product form, product and byproduct form, they will not again combine and they will convert back into the reactions. This is a only in the proceed only in the फॉरवर्ड रिएक्शन. जो रिएक्शन जो है ओनली एक डायरेक्शन में ही मूव होती है. देन सेकंड एग्जांपल, twice KClO3 gives 2 moles of KCl plus 3 moles of oxygen. So this is again a irreversible reaction where after providing heat to KClO3, it get converted into 2 KCl and 3 moles of O2. So this is again the reaction which proceeds only in the forward direction. Then again very well known reaction, the reaction between base and acid, or we can say acid base reaction. It always proceed to form the salt and water. So NaOH, HCl, they combine the form NaCl and water. So this is again a irreversible reactions. So basically this particular reaction many times you must have carried out in a laboratory in the nutrition titration types. NaOH and HCl, they form the NaCl and water. So these are the examples of irreversible reaction. Remember, this particular reaction proceeds only in the forward direction. Then second type of reaction, that is reversible reaction. So what is reversible reaction? It is a reaction in which the products can recombine under similar set of conditions and give back to reactants in a significant quantities is called रिवर्सिबल रिएक्शन. रिवर्सिबल रिएक्शन ये ऐसी रिएक्शन है इनमें प्रोडक्ट जो फॉर्म होते हैं दे अगेन रिकम्बाइन एंड सेम कंडीशंस पे वो रिकम्बाइन होते हैं एंड अगेन दे कन्वर्टेड इनटू reactants. So this particular reaction is move in the forward direction also and move in the backward direction also. So this is called as a reversible reaction. Generally जो ये एरोज जो डबल हेडेड एरोज जो यूज किए जाते हैं दैट इंडिकेट्स दैट दिस पर्टिकुलर रिएक्शन इज रिवर्सिबल रिएक्शन. Let us see the example. Nitrogen gas plus 3 moles of hydrogen gas, they combines to form 2 moles of ammonia. Then second reaction, 2 moles of hydrogen plus 2 moles of iodine, they form the 2HI, and whatever the HI is formed, they again get converted into H2 and I2 under similar set of conditions. So this is the reactions which proceeds on in the forward direction also and in the backward directions also. If you see what are the distinguishing point in between the reversible reaction and irreversible reaction. So if you see reversible reaction, it can be started from either side. So this is a reversible reaction. It can started from any side. It can started from only the side of the reactants. In reversible reaction, forward and backward reaction are at equilibrium. Okay. So forward and backward reaction are at equilibrium means what? 50-50% यहाँ पे reactants भी present रहेंगे और product भी रहेंगे. So this is a two-way reaction. In irreversible reaction, it proceeds only forward direction. Then as we know that reversible reaction is shown with the double-headed arrow, irreversible reaction is shown by single-headed arrow. Reversible reaction, the reaction is never complete. 100% reaction complete नहीं होते उसमें. While in case of the irreversible reaction, it proceeds for the completion. That is 100% reaction complete. So these are the distinguishing or what we can say the difference between reversible reaction and irreversible reaction. Then we see the very important law which is related with the chemical reaction, that is being called as a law of mass action. As this particular law you might have studied whenever we see or whenever we find out the rate of reaction. As we know that this particular rate of reaction is directly proportional to the concentration of reactants. जितने भी reactants रहते हैं जनरली आप लोगों ने SN1 रिएक्शन है, SN2 रिएक्शंस है, इसमें आप लोगों ने देखा रहेगा कि concentration depends upon the number of reactants involved. So basically the law of mass action is related with the rate of chemical reaction and concentration of reactants. अगर हम लोग देखेंगे what is this particular law, already we know this particular law. So what this law tells us that at constant temperature and pressure, the rate of chemical reaction is directly proportional to the product of concentration of reactant each raised to power equal to corresponding stoichiometric coefficient which appears in the balanced chemical reaction. So basically ये लॉ क्या बताता है कि एट कोई कांस्टेंट टेम्परेचर और प्रेशर पे रेट ऑफ केमिकल रिएक्शन है इज डायरेक्टली प्रोपोर्शनल टू ब्रैकेट मीन्स प्रोडक्ट ऑफ कॉन्सेंट्रेशन ऑफ रिएक्टेंट्स एंड रेज टू द पावर जितने भी नंबर ऑफ मोल्स आपने लिए रहेंगे मीन्स स्टोइशियोमेट्रिक कोएफिशिएंट 1 मोल है या 2 मोल है. सो दैट विल डिपेंड अपॉन दैट पर्टिकुलर ratio. So let us see for in order to understand, let us see this particular general reaction. As generally we say that A reacts with B, it forms C and D. But now we will say that A moles of reactant A reacts with B moles of another reactant B, it forms C moles of product C and D moles of product D. So small a, b, c, d, these are stoichiometric coefficient. Generally वो reactions में कितने 1 मोल रहता है, 2 मोल रहता है, हाफ मोल भी रहेगा. So this is a small a, b, c, d is the stoichiometric coefficients. Okay. So this is general reaction. Okay, so these are reactant, these are product C and D. सो लॉ ऑफ मास एक्शन क्या बताता है, कोई भी रिएक्शन का रेट है दैट डिपेंड अपॉन द कॉन्सेंट्रेशन ऑफ रिएक्टेंस. रिएक्टेंस अभी कौन कौन से है, कैपिटल ए एंड कैपिटल बी. ओके, प्रोडक्ट ऑफ कॉन्सेंट्रेशन ऑफ ए एंड बी. ये यहाँ पे लिखा है, मतलब ये क्या है, प्रोडक्ट है, मल्टीप्लिकेशन है. रेज टू द कॉन्सेंट्रेशन ऑफ स्टोइशियोमेट्रिक कॉन्सेंट्रेशन. सो स्टोइशियोमेट्रिक कोएफिशिएंट यहाँ पे क्या है, ए का स्मॉल ए है, मतलब हम लोग बोल सकते हैं 1 मोल ऑफ ए plus 1 mole of B. So small a and B are the stoichiometric coefficient. So if you want to remove this particular proportionality sign, we can introduce the term K. So K will be called as a constant. So we can write this above equation as rate of reaction is equal to K into product of concentration of A into B raised to the stoichiometric coefficient A, small a and small b. सो यहाँ पे जो K है दैट इज प्रोपोर्शनल टू द कॉन्सेंट्रेशन नोन एज रेट कांस्टेंट. K को हम लोग क्या बोल सकते हैं, रेट कांस्टेंट बोल सकते हैं. दिस इज अ वेरी सिंपल लॉ एज वी ऑलरेडी नो दैट इट इज डायरेक्टली रिलेटेड विद द रेट, केमिकल रिएक्शन एंड कॉन्सेंट्रेशन. देन ये जो हमने अभी पहले स्लाइड में देखा दैट इज फॉर इरिवर्सिबल रिएक्शन, जो रिएक्शन एक ही डायरेक्शन में मूव होते. But if we have suppose irreversible reaction, this is a reversible reaction which proceeds in the forward direction also, which proceeds in the backward reaction also. This is also general. A moles of capital A plus B moles of B gives C moles of C and D moles of D. So ये रिएक्शन के लिए हम लोग कैसे देखेंगे, क्योंकि ये जो रिएक्शन है that proceeds in the two way. One is the forward direction and another in the backward direction. So first let us see forward direction. फॉरवर्ड डायरेक्शन में हम लोग क्या बोल सकते हैं, रेट ऑफ फॉरवर्ड रिएक्शन दैट इज नथिंग बट RF इज डायरेक्टली प्रोपोर्शनल टू, यहाँ पे हम लोग डायरेक्टली प्रोपोर्शनल टू कॉन्सेंट्रेशन ऑफ A एंड B रेज टू द स्टोइशियोमेट्रिक कोएफिशिएंट स्मॉल a एंड स्मॉल b. ऑलरेडी ये चीज़ हमने लास्ट स्लाइड्स में देखी अकॉर्डिंग टू लॉ ऑफ मास एक्शन. सो इफ यू वांट टू रिमूव द प्रोपोर्शनैलिटी साइन वी विल इंट्रोड्यूस द टर्म कांस्टेंट, दैट इज rate constant. Therefore this equation will become RF is equal to KF into product of A and B raised to the coefficient, stoichiometric coefficient small a and small b. So this is for forward direction. Okay, agar suppose this particular reaction will again move into the backward direction, once the products which are formed they will again recombine on the same condition of temperature and pressure and again they will form the reactants. Suppose 50-50% अगर reaction होता है तो 50% ये present रहेगा, 50% ये. So back now this is a backward direction. C combines with D, they form A and B. So rate of backward reaction. अभी reactants क्या हो गए, अभी C and D हो गए. So rate of backward reaction is directly proportional to the concentration of reactants C and D raised to the stoichiometric coefficient small c and small d. Remove the proportionality sign, you will get this particular equation. Kb will be the rate constant for backward reaction. But हम लोगों को पता है जब इक्विलिब्रियम एग्जिस्ट होता है तब क्या होता है कि रेट ऑफ फॉरवर्ड रिएक्शन एंड रेट ऑफ बैकवर्ड रिएक्शन इज एग्जैक्टली इक्वल. हम लोग बोल सकते हैं कि 50-50% अगर बना है, so that case rate will be equal. So therefore at equilibrium rate of forward reaction is equal to rate of backward reaction. Already we have find out rate of forward reaction and rate of backward reaction. What is it? At equilibrium what we can say, forward reaction का rate क्या है, KF into product of A and B, and backward reaction का rate already calculate क्या है, KB is equal to product of C into D raised to the stoichiometric coefficient small c and small d. So this is a as per the law of mass action. So at equilibrium remember rate of forward reaction is always equal to the rate of backward reaction. Now we will understand what is the term chemical equilibrium. Already we know this particular term, but let us understand with the help of diagram which tells us about the rate of reaction per its time. Okay, so let us see reaction happens in which A plus B gives C plus D. So this is for irreversible reaction. Okay, sorry, for reversible reactions. So let us say in the reversible reaction there are two reactions which exist. One is forward direction and another is in backward direction. Okay, so first we will see forward reaction. Forward reaction मतलब क्या? A plus B gives C plus D. Okay, this is the reaction. So what will happen once at the initial condition the reaction will have some rate. As these particular reactions combine, what will happen? This rate of reaction continuously decrease. While सेम केस बैकवर्ड रिएक्शन में क्या होता है? वो इंक्रीज होता है. ओके, इनिशियली जीरो रहता है, फिर एज दिस पर्टिकुलर सी एंड डी कंबाइंस दे फॉर्म ए एंड बी. सो फॉर फॉरवर्ड रिएक्शन रेट विल डिक्रीज एंड फॉर बैकवर्ड रिएक्शन द रेट विल इंक्रीज. And you will see that this is a particular point where equilibrium will exist, and this particular point you will find that the concentration of reactants and products remain unchanged. यहाँ के बाद जो होता है concentration of reactant and product remains same with increasing time. So this particular point will be called as a equilibrium point, and at this particular point we can say that this state of reaction is called as a chemical equilibrium. So remember जो मैंने कहा था कि rate of forward reaction equal to backward reaction at equilibrium. So that will remain same. So this is a diagram which helps to tells you that the rate of how the rate of reaction will vary for forward reaction and backward reaction. So this is a particular term known as chemical equilibrium. Then a state of equilibrium does not mean the stoppage of reaction. जब इक्विलिब्रियम एग्जिस्ट होता है तब हम लोग बोल नहीं सकते कि रिएक्शन स्टॉप हो गई है. दिस इज नॉट हैपन्स बिकॉज देयर एग्जिस्ट अ डायनेमिक बैलेंस बिटवीन द टू कंटिन्यूस एंड अपोजिट डायरेक्शन. वहाँ पे बैलेंस होता है, वहाँ पे फॉरवर्ड रिएक्शन का रेट भी सेम रहता है और बैकवर्ड रिएक्शन का रेट भी सेम रहता है. सो दिस इज अ केमिकल इक्विलिब्रियम इज डेजिग्नेटेड एज अ स्टेट ऑफ डायनामिक इक्विलिब्रियम. वहाँ पे एक पर्टिकुलर डायनामिक इक्विलिब्रियम रहता है, वहाँ पे फॉरवर्ड रिएक्शन और बैकवर्ड रिएक्शंस बैलेंस हो जाती है. सो दिस इज अ थिंग व्हाट वी हैव टू रिमेंबर इन केस ऑफ द केमिकल इक्विलिब्रियम. ऑलरेडी हम लोगों ने वी हैव सीन दिस chemical equilibrium. Let us see the characteristics. What are the characteristics? As we know that at equilibrium rate of forward reaction is exactly equal to and opposite to the rate of reverse reaction. This is the first thing which we already know. At given temperature and at equilibrium the concentration of reactants or products are unaffected. मीन्स जहाँ जब केमिकल इक्विलिब्रियम एग्जिस्ट रहता है वहाँ पे कॉन्सेंट्रेशन ऑफ रिएक्टेंट्स एंड प्रोडक्ट्स रिमेन अनचेंज्ड. सो chemical equilibrium is a dynamic in nature. Both forward as well as backward reaction do occurs seasonally, but they do not affect each other. This is very important point. So at equilibrium forward and backward reactions does not affect each other. Then an equilibrium can be approached from either direction. So equilibrium दोनों साइड से भी अचीव हो सकता है. This is a thing. Then in presence of catalyst the equilibrium is achieved in less time. Suppose generally if we use the catalyst, what happens basically, catalyst in presence of catalyst equilibrium is achieved in less time. जब हम लोग कैटलिस्ट यूज़ करते हैं तब इक्विलिब्रियम कम टाइम में आ जाता है. ओके, विदाउट चेंज इन द इक्विलिब्रियम स्टेट. इक्विलिब्रियम स्टेट रिप्रेजेंट द स्टेट ऑफ मिनिमम एनर्जी. बेसिकली व्हाट वी कैन से, बेसिकली कैटलिस्ट क्या करते हैं, जो रेट ऑफ रिएक्शन का जो एनर्जी है वो कम रहता है. मतलब एनर्जी ऑफ एक्टिवेशन जो उसमें है वो कम लगती है जब हम लोग कैटलिस्ट यूज़ करते हैं. बट इक्विलिब्रियम डज एग्जिस्ट देयर, सो इट डज नॉट अफेक्ट. Okay, so these are the thing characteristics property which are related with the chemical equilibrium. Go through this particular concepts related with the chemical equilibrium. It will help to understand the basic concepts related with the chemical equilibrium. See you in the next topic with some more related topics of chemical equilibrium. Thank you very much.